Hello everybody, how are we all doing? I hope we're having a good weekend so far. So today is Sunday the 27th of April 2014 and we're back with a new Arrow character spotlight video, and this week we are talking about Shado. Okay, she first appeared in season 1, the episode titled The Odyssey, which was pretty much one of the best episodes of the first season. We find out that she is the daughter of Yao Fei, who has been helping Oliver, teaching him to survive on the island, but he had to, work for fires in order to save his daughter and protect his daughter, and his daughter is played by a woman by the name of Selena Jade. She's she handles herself pretty well. She can look after herself, as we all know, as we've seen on the show. Unfortunately, she did meet her tragic end this season, and Three Ghosts was when we saw the flashback of that episode of where Professor Ivo made Oliver choose between Sarah Lance and Shado, and as he was about to shoot Sarah, Oliver jumps in front, and then because that makes Ivo believe that he was saving Sarah, he then shoots Shado, which is where Slade comes in, and we find out how much Slade was in love with Shado, even though Oliver and Shado had a thing going on previously. And then, as I say, we then find out that Slade had feelings for Shado, was in love with her. And what's the interesting thing is that she's the reason that Slade has kind of turned bad. Not the main reason, but Oliver's to blame. When Slade found out that Oliver was responsible for the killing of Shado, that's where we are now with season 2 as a reason of Slade's becoming an evil person. What else have we got? We have seen her in some episodes where she's appeared as a hallucination to Slade, urging him to avenge her death, most notably being in Deathstroke episode 18, where he's obviously talking to Shado because she's responding to him, but yeah, she is a hallucination as such. And then what is also interesting, the comic book version that we have of Shado, the very first incarnation of her was in this series known as Longbow Hunters. Okay, this is written and done by Mike Grell, and I urge you guys to get this and read it, because this was pretty much, this one along with Green Arrow Year 1, they're the two books that the show has got its inspiration from, and Shado features heavily in this. She seeks revenge for a group of men, what they did to her father back in the World War, I believe it was the Second World War. So she was brought up as a ruthless killer, and she is ruthless. So when you read this, you'll understand the full extent of what Shado is all about. And we also see the dragon tattoo. Obviously, we know that Oliver's got it on his back. We know now how he got the tattoo as well. But Shado had that tattoo to begin with, and as I say, in this book, you'll see that the tattoo is prominent throughout the storyline. So yeah, as I say, this is where they drew the inspiration for Shado from for the show. But no, as I say, she is an interesting character. I'm sure we'll see more hallucinations of her towards the end of the season as well. There's only 3 episodes left, so it'd be interesting to see if we're going to see any more presence from her as such. But who knows? We don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, she's dead. Unfortunately, the character is dead. She is featured in the New 52. So if you're reading the Green Arrow comic books in the New 52, then you're familiar with her, so that's fine. But other than that, yeah, she is an interesting character. I was quite sad when she died. I was hoping that she would have survived a bit longer, maybe for another year or 2, or hell, she could have been still alive in present day and come to Starling City or something, who knows. But yeah, it's not going to happen, so there we go. That's the end of Shado, unfortunately. But That's it from me, so thank you all very much for watching. Tune in again next week for another Arrow character spotlight. Trying to figure out who it is I'm going to speak about. As always, I'm starting to run out of people to talk about. I can't talk about Oliver because the show is pretty much about him as such. So he's someone I can't really talk about, but I'm sure I'll find someone else to talk about next week. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching. See you all very soon. Bye.